Hi, I'm Sandy Mitchell, and today in my big red chair, we're taking a quiz called, Are You Too Busy? Time is the great equalizer. Everybody gets the same amount, 24 hours in a day, 60 minutes in an hour, and we can't save time by trying to accumulate it or rearrange it. We can't turn it on or turn it off, and it can't be replaced. But these days, it seems as if the lament of time has become a national anthem. Everywhere, people find themselves constantly in a rush, overbooked and overscheduled with no time off. When's the last time you turned your phone off on vacation? Life is accompanied by the ongoing stress of not having enough time. And sometimes doing too much and being too busy can be a way of numbing your feelings or disguising depression or anger. Though it may not always seem so, how we fill our time and how we spend it is our choice. Answer the following questions to discover if you're caught up in the too busy cycle. Do you find yourself constantly doing urgent things and trying to catch up? Do you allow yourself to drift into obligations when you don't know how much time or energy they'll actually require? Do you find yourself running from when you get up in the morning until you go to bed at night and thinking, I'm always tired and I never feel like I've accomplished anything or even accomplished enough? Do you seldom schedule a day off for yourself, and when you do, you tend to fill it with activities? Do you ever say, I don't make time for self-care activities, physical exercise, nurturing or pampering yourself, cultural stimulation, spiritual well-being, learning something new, playing, or simply doing nothing? Do you seldom have time to do the things that you really love? Is your work and project areas cluttered with, I'll look at this later stacks and to-do piles? Do you often miscalculate how long certain activities will take? Do you often miss deadlines or work long hours to meet a deadline? Do you respond to interruptions such as phone calls, emails, beepers, and allow them to take you off track? Do you try to keep track of things in your head rather than making lists? And if you do make a daily to-do list, it's impossible to complete it all in one day? Do you tend to move from one urgent thing to the next rather than working toward one specific goal or objective? Do you find yourself constantly wishing that you had more time or projecting an imaginary future when you have more time, making comments such as, well, as soon as, or next year? Do you spend time running errands and rushing because you don't plan well enough? Do you spend time doing things that you could pay someone else to do? Do you often do things because you should, or continue to do things that no longer fit who you really are now? Do other people complain that your schedule doesn't allow enough time for them? Whew. Are you worn out just listening to that? You know, Zig Ziglar has once said that instead of a daily to-do list, he has a daily objectives list. It shifts my mind to think of my day this way. Rather than being worn down by all the pesky to-dos, I'm uplifted and inspired to accomplish my objectives that get me closer to my goal and my vision. So what are your big objectives this week? How do they tie into your vision that you set for this year? Don't you let yourself get too busy to accomplish your dreams. Be intentional about how you're going to spend your time today. Take control. Here's to our success.